Carbohydrates are involved in almost every major human disease. It's known for a long time that cancer cells have unique molecules on their cell surface, carbohydrates being one of those. It has also been realized that those molecules can be exploited for vaccine design. The challenge was, how can we trick our immune system to go after these molecules that are in the end self? Our immune system doesn't want to fight our own molecules. And that's where chemical and biological design became very important. Can we design molecules that will trick the immune system to fight these bad carbohydrates? And I believe the concept that we developed is very powerful. So what my laboratory is trying to do is chemically and enzymatically synthesize every carbohydrate found on the cell surface of a given cell type. And this sounds like a huge job, but what we are trying to do is come up with clever technologies that basically will allow, in a university setting with a handful of students, to complete that task. So what we did, we looked very carefully at the immune system, and we made what we call a multi-component vaccine. We took different components, a piece from poliovirus, a piece from E. coli, a piece, a carbohydrate found on cancer, and when we put it together in a certain way, our immune system thought that these were foreign carbohydrates, mounted a strong immune response, and went after these carbohydrates that are only found on cancer. So it's opening real new opportunities for fighting cancer. And now we are moving to the next step and are designing, together with investigators from Mayo Clinic, a clinical trial to test it in human beings. But I should also point out, right now we have cured a mouse. The next step is still a very big step. The transition to human cancers is very big. So even that we are very hopeful,
Hey John. Hi.
And we believe that we are on the right track, still an awful lot of work needs to be done before this becomes a mainstream methodology for the treatment of cancers.
That's great. And so I think I'm going to
I've
pursue
had
this method.
the great fortune to work with many talented graduate students and postdoctoral researchers. We have an atmosphere in my team that is very collaborative. Students don't do their own little project. They are a team, and together they address real problems. So I've been very fortunate with all those talented people in my lab.